Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to have a coffee talk. Yes, these are my favorite videos to both watch from other people and to film, because if you have been around on my channel for even 1 minute, you have probably realized that I am completely obsessed with all things caffeine and coffee. And you know, what more fun is there than going with your friends to a coffee shop and chatting about things that you are all interested in, like writing and books. So we are going to have our version of that by drinking coffee together and having a little talk. Now, I will say one goal of mine for these coffee talk videos is that I want to get to a point where I don't edit them, because if this was real life and we're all hanging out in a group, we wouldn't be able to go back through and edit out the things that we say that are a little weird or rambly. So I am going to try very hard to not ramble and say weird shit, and then I don't have to go back and cut it out for you guys. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Today I wanted to kind of go along with my last coffee talk that I did. If you didn't see that one, I will post like a card for it. Basically said, like, can my novel be fixed? Because there are so many issues that I have come up with and found that have prevented me from even being able to continue writing. And it's really frustrating because I'm not at the point in this book where I wanted to be, and I'm not really getting anywhere. And it's been leaving me with a lot of anxiety and just sadness and just feeling like this idea is never gonna happen, because maybe all I'm good for is coming up with really great story ideas, but the actual like process of being a writer is just not for me. And that is depressing, to say the least. Plus I've had a lot of things going on like in my personal life and just like with work and kids and just New Year and workouts and trying to film more content. Like, it makes it so hard to find the time or the mental space to write my book. But I will say I took a step back and I figured out what is wrong with it. I don't have enough planning. I have a lot in my head, but I didn't do a good October, so my nano sucked. And I just never went back to an outline or drafting, or like an outline or anything. And then I read Save the Cat, like the novel version, or I saw my Audible, but when I listened to that, it was like freaking light bulbs, because one of the problems that I had was trying to just look at the 3-act structure, and you know, you've got your this and that, and then, you know, but you know what I'm saying, the 3-act structure where you have like your setup just in 3 acts, and you don't, and it talks about like your climax and your rising action, falling action, and all of that. Like, that visual just wasn't computing for me. But the beat sheets, that is another thing. So I actually sat down and I did my Behind the Red Door, which is still the kind of title. It might change, but right now I'm loving it. So Behind the Red Door, my beat sheet. And it just opened it all up for me, and it helped me find, I've got like those note cards and everything, so if you look at some of my earlier videos, you would have seen, instead of all this stuff, I had note cards of ideas and stuff, and that was trying to fall into the 3-act structure, but it was so many plot holes were inside of it, and that's because those are existing inside the beat sheets. And so for me, this has been everything. So, I mean, where to put the theme stated, her setup, catalyst, debate, break into 2. So now I can see easily, like, okay, so this is all the stuff that needs to go here. So this is basically my act 1. Now this is how I will get into 2, and then what needs to exist in act 2 and what needs to exist in act 3. How do I get there? Everything just makes so much more sense, and I feel like I could just take this beat sheet and just start running with it from there, but then I will get into more holes or issues if I don't. So I am going to take the next couple of days, because it's not like I'm coming up with a story from scratch. I have a lot and a very loose outline from like the other structure that I was trying to do, and I'm going to just figure out how to make all of this flesh this out even more. And so I know, for example, setup. Her life was Sarah on the run. Her fucked up status quo life, because her status quo was not status quo. Like, her status quo life was not a good life. It was hotel room to hotel room, changing names, being on the run, fearing for your life. That was the status quo. And so for her, trying to live a normal life is the catalyst, right? So how do I take these things and open them up farther? And I mean, I've already wrote chapter 1 and part of chapter 2. So I'm going to go back through and see, like, and just kind of fill out what I've already done in an actual outline. Now, I also watched Kim Chance put out a video yesterday or the day before. It was very recently about fast drafting. And I didn't even know that what I've been trying to do is considered fast drafting. But I've been like trying to fast draft, but because I haven't been prepared, I haven't been drafting at all. So she did a really cool video, which I really liked, which basically again went into how are you able to fast draft a novel, which really is what I'm trying to do because I am impatient. When I decide I want something, I just want it now. So I decided I wanted to write a book. I just want to have the freaking thing written so then I can edit it and send it out and have this amazing life because this is what I've decided I wanted. So I just want to just skip to the process and just get to the end goal. And so I like the idea of fast drafting because the first draft I know sucks. Like, it is so hard for me right now, guys, not to go back to chapter 1 and just fix it until it's perfect. But I'm not letting myself do that. I'm just gonna leave it, let it suck. Like, the first half is amazing, the second half is garbage. And then just get it down and get it done, and then I can go back and make it perfect over and over and over again until it's actually perfect. So in order for me to fast draft, I need to take the advice of the queen, Miss Kim Chance, and if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it below too because it's really good. But one of the things she talks about is just going back and taking your time and being prepared first. And then she also talked about placeholders, which I've never used in my writing, but right now I think that that would be perfect because I am seriously stuck on like describing where they live and like the setting a little bit. So I think I need to just like use some placeholders and move the fuck on. So that is kind of where I'm at right now, and I will keep you guys posted. But seriously, if you are stuck, you need to read/listen to Save the Cat and give the beat sheets a try because in my last coffee talk, I asked, can my novel be fixed? And now I'm here to say, I really think that it can because of the beat sheets. So I think it's amazing. I think it worked for me, and I hope it works for you. So anywho, that's really all I had to say. I didn't have a lot today. Other than this coffee is so freaking good. All I did is it's just practically black coffee. All it has is coffee with like the tiniest touch of vanilla, like imitation, and a stevia packet. No cream, no heavy whipping cream, nothing. And it is delicious. And look at my cup. I don't know if you can read it because a lot of the words when I edit end up being flipped around. So if you can't read it, it says, writer's block, when your imaginary friends stop talking to you. So if you like this cup, I'll link that below. I got it on Amazon. I friggin' love it. But other than that, that's really all I had for today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is incredibly rambly because I'm not gonna go back and edit the weirdness out. And let me know what you think of that. If you'd rather me edit out weirdness, let me know as well. Anywho, I will see you guys on Sunday. I'm editing right now, or like filming an actual like daily follow me around vlog for Sunday. So I'm excited, and I will see you guys then.